what definitely we want to talk is called algebraic equation. There is something called algebraic expression and the algebraic equation. Expression, the one that have got no equal sign. If you find an algebra which have got no equal sign, that is called algebraic expression. And we learned it. But now we are talking about algebraic equation. Algebraic equation, the one that have got equal sign. Manake ni kwamba, if this side is equal to this side, algebraic equation have got two sides. There is the right hand side of the equation and there is left hand side of the equation. And these two expressions are joined by equal sign. These are what we call algebraic equation. And therefore, this is x plus 2 is equal to 5. It is called algebraic equation because there is an equal sign here. And this is 3a minus 8 is equal to a plus 12. This is called also algebraic equation. Why is it called algebraic equation? We are saying if an expression is equated with equal sign, means there is two sides of the equation. There is two sides. There is an expression and in the other hand there is an expression. These expressions are equated with equal signs. These are called the algebraic equations. Example, now we say when an algebraic expression is equated to a number or a letter or another expression, an equation is formed. Example, x plus 2 is equal to 5, 3a minus 8 is equal to a plus 12. And then solving algebraic equation means finding the value of a known letter or letters. Solving an algebraic equation means finding the value of a known letter or letters. Example, solve the following. We are going to discuss a number of examples so as we can get a grasp of understanding this algebraic equation. Example, we have x plus 3 is equal to 7. Now, solution. Now, x plus 3 is equal to 7. Now, remember, we have to collect the like terms. We need now to collect the like terms. Mitaji inayofanana tunaifanyaje? Tunaikusanya. Now, this is 3 and this is 7. Now, what matters we have to understand. Now, the sign behind of the number, the one that belongs to that number. Now, when taken to the other sign, that sign becomes an opposite of it. Example, this is positive 3. In algebra, we read that this is positive x, this is positive 3, and this is positive 7. Now, positive 3 and 7 are like terms because they have got the same properties. Hizi ni mitaji inayofanana kwa sababu zina tabia zinazofanana. Maana yake ni kwamba huyu hana herufi na huyu hana herufi. Now, taking this to the other side, if this is positive now becomes what? Negative. Now we have x is equal to 7, negative what? Negative 3. Now x is equal to what? To 4. Now the value of x is equal to 4. The other example number 2, we have 2x minus 4 is equal to 1. We are looking for the value of x. Now the same situation that we have said, we have to collect the like terms. Tunakusanya mitajo inayofanana. Now we have 2x minus 4 is equal to 1. Remember, this is positive. If there is no any sign written behind of the number, we indicate that is positive. Now taking positive to the other side becomes negative. And taking negative to the other side becomes what? Positive. And therefore we say this is 2x. Now this is negative. We take it to the other side. And then becomes is equal to 1. If it was negative, now becomes what? Positive. Now we have 2x is equal to positive 1, positive 4. Now totaling them we have 5. Now we divide it by 2, we divide it by 2. Why do we divide it by 2? Because we are looking for the value of the x and not the value of 2x. Kwa sababu sasa tunatafuta thamani ya x, ndio maana tunaweka kwa mbili kila upande. Now and why do we divide by 2? Because here is the 2x. 2 times x. 2x means 2 times x. Now taking these two to the other side now becomes division because an opposite of multiplication is called division. Now we have taken to the other side and then that is why we have divided it by 2 both times. Kwa sababu kinyume cha hapa ilikuwa inazidishwa, tukiipeleka upande wa pili inakuwa kugawanya. Na ndio maana tunagawanya kwa 2 kila upande. Now x is equal to 5 over 2. Now the value of x is equal to 5 over 2. The other example here, example number 3, we have 3x plus 2 is equal to 5 minus what? Minus 2x. Now the same principle of saying, the same principle, we collect the like terms. Tunakusanya mitaji ambayo inafanana. Now here we have 3x. Remember, we have negative 2x. We have to bring it back here. Manake, we are taking negative, this means we are taking negative 2x then to the left hand side of the equation. But remember, it is negative. But when it is taken to the other side, it becomes what? Positive. That is why to say 3x positive 2 what? Positive 2x. But also this we have left here with 5, which is positive. Now remember also this is positive, taking to the other side, that's why we are correcting the like terms. Now taking this positive 2x, positive 2 to the other side becomes what? Negative 2. Now here 3x plus 2x. Now it is 5 what? 5x is equal to 5 minus what? 2, which is equal to what? 3. We are looking for the value of x and not 5x. Now we need to find the value of x by dividing by 5 both sides. Why do we divide by 5 both sides? Because I've said this is 5x means 5 times x. An opposite of multiplication is what? Division. That's why we divide by 5, we divide by 5 both sides. Now x is equal to 3 over 5. Now this is the value of x. Example, the fourth example here, it is the 5 minus x is equal to 4x plus what? Plus 1. The same principle that we have to use. Here, the solution now we can do here, we are looking for an answer. But your answer must have a reason. And the reason to your answer is the solution that you have shown. Because in mathematics, you don't have other reason apart from doing the solution. And that is what we term as a reason to your answer. Now, hapa tuna x negative. X negative. Inabaki hapa hapo. Then this is positive 5. It is taken to the other side. This is positive 4x. Hii positive 4x tunaileta huu inakuwa negative 4x. Maana yake ni kwamba hii ni chanya. This is positive. Tumeileta huku imekuwa negative. Then is equal, we have left with positive 1. Tumebakiwa na positive 1. Kwa maana hiyo 1 positive. Then remember this was positive kwa sababu usiangalie. The only conception that we made, the only problem that we made, we said this is minus here, now it is applied to here. No. Key negative, it belongs to what? To x. There is sign here behind of 5, which is positive. Ukichukua sasa kwenda, when you take to the other side, becomes what? Negative 5. Now you have negative x, you have negative 4x. Now these all are negative. Hizi zote ni hasi moja na hasi 4. Kwa zote hizi ni hasi. Now you have negative what? Negative 5x is equal now 1 minus 5. Means you have positive and you have negative. Positive 1, negative 5. Now when you look at this positive and negative, you look at the one sign that have carried the number which have got the greater value. Ambayo imebeba namba yenye thamani kubwa ni nini? Hasi. Hasi imebeba 5, half chani imebeba 1. Kwa daima aliyobeba namba kubwa ndo anayetawala. Now our answer now is negative. Now the difference between 5 and 1 is what? 4. Now you have negative 5x is equal to what? To negative 4. Now we are looking for the value of x and not negative 5x. Now what definitely we do, we divide by negative 5, we divide by negative 5. Now x is equal, negative divided by negative is positive. Now 4 over 5. That's how we definitely find it. Pamoja?
Yes.
Now this is the value of x. Example number 5. We have 2, then in bracket x minus what? 1 is equal to 12. So for x, a solution. Before you do anything, if you find such kind of equation like this one, involving the bracket, the most important thing that you have to start with, opening the bracket. Opening the bracket. Now, opening the bracket means what? This number outside the bracket must be multiplied to both terms which are found in the bracket. Kwa hii namba hii inazidisha kwa namba zote zilizomo mle ndani. And if it is positive, inaathiri hapa, inaathiri na hapa. If it is negative, inaathiri namba zote zilizomo ndani. Now, if you find this is negative, it will affect all the number which are found, all the terms which are found in the bracket. And that's why 2 times x, we get what? 2x. Then 2 times negative 1, we get negative 2. Is equal now to 12. Now, this negative is taken to the other side. Why we have taken to the other side? Because 12 and negative 2 are like terms. Now we have to put them together. Now, we have 2x is equal now to 12. If now it was negative, it becomes what? Positive 2. Now we have 2x is equal to 14. But we are looking for the value of x and not 2x. Now, what definitely we do, we divide it by 2 both sides, we divide it by 2 both sides. Now, x is equal to 7. Because 14 divided by 2 is what? 7. Now, the other example here is, example number 6 is 5, then x plus what? Plus 2 minus 3, then x minus 4 is equal to 6. Now, the most important thing I've told you, we have to open the bracket. Unafungua nini? Mabano. You open the bracket by multiplying this number to every term which is found in the bracket. But also when multiplying those terms, you have to remember the sign. If there is negative here, it will affect all the numbers or all the terms which are found in the bracket. If there is positive, also will affect in such the case that positive has that its own principle. And that's why 5 times x, we get 5 what? 5x. 5 times 2, we get what? 10. But now, negative 3 times x, we have negative 3 what? X. But remember, negative 3 times negative 4. Negative 3 times negative 4. Negative times negative is what? Positive. Now it's positive what? 12, which now is equal to 6. We have already opened the brackets. What next? We have to collect the like terms. Tunakusanya mitajo ambayo inafanana. Now collecting the like terms now, you have 5x minus 3x. Why I have not changed the sign? Kwa nini sijabadilisha the negative 3? Why? Because I have not taken it from the one side to the other side. It is still in the same side. And that's why I have not changed it. Don't ever change the sign while you have not taken or you have not shifted the number from one side to another. If it is still in the same side, you have to leave as it is. And that's why I have left it as negative 3x. Now, then positive 10, positive 12 is equal to 6. In algebra, what difference we are supposed to read, we say it is positive 5x, negative 3x. This is how we read algebra. Positive 5x, negative 3x, positive 10, positive 12 is equal to positive 6. Now, 5x minus 3x, we get what? 2x. Then 10 plus 12, we get 22. Now it's equal to what? To 6. Are we together? And therefore, if that is the case, we still have the way to do by collecting the like terms. This is positive 22. I have to take it to the other side and it comes what? Now it is 2x is equal now to 6 minus 20 what? Why have written negative 22? Kwa sababu this was positive, then it becomes what? Negative. Now if that is the case, now negative, 2x now is equal to what? Negative 16. Because this is negative 22. positive 6. Now, the negative have carried the number which have got the greater value. The negative have carried the number which have got the greater value compared to the number that have been carried by the positive. Don't confuse. Negative is always smaller than positive. But here we are talking about the number that have been carried in. The value of the number that have been carried in. And therefore, we are looking for the value of x. We divide it by 2. We divide it by 2. Now, x is equal to negative 16 divided by 2, which is equal to negative what? 8. Now, this is the value of x. So, it is something that you have to understand when solving this algebra. You have to understand the principle of integers. Lazima uelewe hasa na chanya vizuri ili algebra iweze kwenda. Now, the other example here, number 7. X minus 1 is equal to 6. It is very simple. Now, collecting the like what? The like terms. Now, x minus 1 is equal to 6. This negative is taken to the other side so as to get corrected by this one. Then x is equal to 6 plus what? 1. Now, x is equal to 7. Now, example number 8. We have y plus 5 is equal to 1. Remember also this positive 5 is taken to the other side. Then it becomes negative. Then we have y is equal to 1 minus 5. Y is equal to positive 1, negative 5. Now, negative what?
4.
Negative 4. Example number 9. 7x minus 9. The other example is here. 7x minus 9 is equal to 4x. We have to collect the like terms. This is to say, this is positive 7x, negative 9 is equal to positive 4x. Solution. Means what? This is negative. You take it to the other side. Then this brings to the left-hand side of the equation. Why I have brought this one? Because 7x and 4x are like terms. Now I have to correct them together. But correcting them together, I must follow the principle. Now that is 7x minus 4x is equal to 9. Why I have written this one? This was negative. Now when you take it to the other side, it becomes what? Positive. Now this was positive. When you take it back to the other side, becomes what? Negative. And that's why now I have positive 7x, negative 4x is equal to 9. But remember, 7x minus 4x is equal to 3 what? 3x is equal now to what? 9. We are looking for the value of x and not the value of 3x. Now, we have to divide by 3 both times. We divide by 3 both times. Now, x is equal to 3. Example number 10. You definitely have a plus 3 is equal to 6 minus what? A. We are looking for the value of a. We have to collect the like terms. Now, this is 3. Take it to the other side. This is negative a. Take it to the other side. It means what? I am collecting the like terms. A and negative a are like terms. 3 and 6 are like terms. Now, this is negative a. Then I say a. If this is negative a, it becomes positive what? A. Is equal now to 6. This is positive 3. Now becomes negative what? 3. Now here I have 2a is equal to 6 minus 3, which is equal to what? 3. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Now a is equal to 3 over 2. The other example here, 11. Number 11. I've got so many examples because I just want to make this topic clear. Now we have 4x minus 2 is equal now to x minus 6. This is the same principle that I have to do. This is 4x. This is positive x. Now it is positive x now becomes negative what? X. Manake nakusanya to bring this to this side. then is equal, this is negative 6. Haijakufa hiyo negative 6. It is still there because nothing you have done to it. Because our same area, the sign behind of that number, it belongs to that number. And that's why it is negative 6. Negative 6, then this is negative. When you take it to the other side, it becomes positive 2. Now, here 4x negative x, which is equal to 3 what? 3x. Now, is equal to negative 6 positive 2. Now, which is equal to negative what? Negative 4. Because I said negative is 6, positive is 2. Now, negative have carried the number which have got greater value. Now, this will dominate, will be ahead or farther of that sign. Now, this is negative. Now, the difference between 6 and 2 is 4. Now, we are looking for the value of x. Now, we divide by 3. Then we divide by what? By 3. Now, x is equal to negative 4 over 3. This is the value of x. Now, example number 12. 12 now. Now, example number 12. This is the 5x plus 7 is equal to 4x plus 11. Now, the same concept that we should use. Now, we have 5x minus 4x is equal to 11 minus 7. Because this is positive, now I have taken to the other side. This is the positive, I have taken it to the other side. Do you understand? Now it becomes negative 4x and this positive becomes negative 7. Now here it is what? Example number 14. It is 3, then in bracket x plus 1, now which is equal to x minus 2. It is 12. Example number 12, it is what? 5x plus 7 is equal to 5x plus what? 11. Now 5x minus 4x is equal to 11 minus what? 7. Because we have said we have taken this to the other side becomes negative, and we have taken this positive to the other side becomes what? Negative also. Now 5x minus we remain with what? X. Now 11 minus 7 is equal to what? 4. Now the value of x is equal to what? To 4. Now example number 14, which is equal now to 3 in bracket x plus 1 is equal to x minus what? Minus 2. Open the bracket. Now this time this one. 3 times x we get 3x. 3 times 1 we get what? 3. Now it's equal to x minus 2. Now if that is the case, we have 3x, which is equal now 3x. Remember, you have this something called x here. It must be taken to the left-hand side of the equation. Remember, it was positive. Now it becomes what? Negative. Now it's equal to negative 2. Because this negative belongs to number 2. Now it is still there. Bado iko pale. Haiondoki. Now it is negative 2. Remember, this also is what? Positive. Becomes what? Negative. Now in 3x minus x, we get what? 2x. Now is equal, all these are negative. Now we get negative what? 5. Now we divide by 2, we divide it by what? By 2. Now x is equal to negative 5 over 2. This is the value of x. The other example number 15. We have 2, then it is 3x minus 1, which is equal now to 5, then it is 1 minus x. Open the bracket. Open in the bracket, this is 2 times 3x. We get 6 what? 6x. Here it is what? Negative 2. Now here it is 5 times 1 5. 5 times negative x, we get negative 5 what? X. Collect the like terms. This is taken to the other side and this taken to the other side. Now this is the negative 5x. Now 6x positive 5 what? 5x. You get it? Is equal now to 5. Then this is what? Negative becomes what? Positive 2. Now we have 11 positive is equal to what? 7. Now if 11x is equal to 7, we are looking for the value of x. Now we divide it by 11, we divide it by 11 both sides. Now x is equal to 7 over what? Over 11. That's how we do it. Example number 16. We have 2 in bracket, we have 2x, then plus 1, then here minus. In bracket, we have x minus what? Minus 3 is equal to 7. Are we together? Now, if that is the case, let us open the bracket. Now, these 2 is multiplied to all terms which are found in the bracket. Now, 2 times 2x, we get what?
4x.
Then 2 times 2, 2 times 1, 2. Now, remember, here there is negative. This negative will affect all the terms which are found in the bracket. This means here there is what? Just like there is 1. Do you understand? Negative 1 times the x. We get negative what? X. Negative 1 times negative 3. We get positive what? Positive 3, which is equal to 7. If it happened that you have not written here positive, you won't get the correct answer. Because this negative always affecting the number which are found in the what? In the bracket. By following the principle that negative times negative is positive, and positive times negative is negative. And that's why here I've said negative x, negative 1 times x, negative x. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Now we have 4x, negative x, positive 2, positive 3 is equal to what? 7. Why have written such kind of a thing? Because I've collected the like terms. Now 4x minus x is what? 3x. Then 2 plus 3 is what? 5, which is equal to 7. Now 3x is equal now to 7 minus 5. Why? Because this was positive, now I've taken to the other side. Now becomes it is what? 3x is equal to 2. Now we are looking for the value of x and not the value of 3x. Now we need to divide it by 3. We need to divide it by 3 both sides. Now x is equal to 2 over 3. So this is the value of x. This is how we find the value of x. Question number 17. 3x minus 2 is equal to 5, then negative. It is 2x minus what? Minus 3. Now you have to open the bracket first. Now you have 3x minus 2 is equal to 5. Then negative times 2x is negative what? 2x. Negative times negative 3, it is positive what? Positive 3. After you have done so, you have to understand that we have to collect the like terms. Now, like terms, now we have 3x. This is positive, negative 2x becomes positive 2x. Is equal now to 5, positive 3, and also this is negative 2 becomes positive what? 2. Now here is equal to 5x, which is equal to 10. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Now x is equal to what? Now, example number 18. We have 4 in bracket x plus what? 6 is equal to x minus 2 in bracket x plus what? Plus 3. Now, open the bracket. 4 times x is what? 4x. 4 times 6 is what? 24. Which now is equal to x. Now negative 2 times x. Negative 2x. Negative times positive. You get negative 6. Now collect the like terms. Remember x, negative 2x. Now you have 4x. Now plus 24 is equal now to x minus 2x. Now is negative what? X. With minus 6. Now taking this to the other side, this negative comes here. Now you have 4x positive x is equal now to negative 6 because we are left with negative 6. Negative 60, this is positive, negative 24, because we have taken to the other side. Now it is 5x is equal, all these are negatives. Now we have negative what? Negative 30. We divide it by 5, we divide it by 5. Now x is equal to negative 30 divided by 5, which is equal to negative 6. That's all. Now, this was all about algebraic equations. But this algebraic equation was not, algebraic equations were not involved in fractions. Now, we are going to talk about algebraic equation involving fraction. Algebraic equation involving what? Fraction. When solving algebraic equations involving fractions, we first eliminate the denominators. When solving algebraic equation that involve fractions, we first eliminate the denominator and then solve the equation. First of all, when the fraction, when the algebraic equation is involving what? Fraction, we have to remove the denominator. We have to eliminate the denominator. Denominators, we say denominator the number below the segment lines, and numerators are the number above the segment line. And that's why we say denominator are eliminated by multiplying each of the terms in the equation by the LCM of all the denominators on both sides of the equation. Consider numbers are chini utafuta KDS. Denominator. Denominator zile numbers are chini. Consider numbers are chini unatafuta KDS. Now let us see example of the algebraic equation that involves fractions. Example number 1, we have x over 2 plus x over 3 is equal to 8. This is x over 2 plus x over 3 is equal to 8. You have to find the LCM of the denominators. Now the LCM of 2 and 3 is what? 6. Now we have, now it is x over 2, you have to multiply by 6. Then plus x over 3, we multiply by what? By 6. Is equal to 8 multiplied by 6. The LCM of the denominator must be multiplied to every side, to each side, both sides. Manake, KDS ya zile namba za chini wazidisha kwa namba zote. Now here by 2, 1, by 2, 3. Now 3 times x you get 3 what? 3x. Now here by 3, 1, by 3 8 is what? 2. 2 times x we get 2 what? X is equal to 20. 8 times 40, 48. Now here it is what? 5x is equal to 48. You divide by 5, you divide it by 5. Now x is equal to 48 over 5. This is the value of x. We have example number 2. Example number 2 is what? We have x plus 1 over 4 minus 2x minus 33 over 5 is equal now to 1 over 2. Now the LCM of 4, 5 and 2 is 20. You get it? The LCM of the denominator. Manake yes ya 4 na 5 na 2 ni 20. Now you have to take x plus 1 over 4, then you multiply by the LCM. Minus. Now it is 2x minus 3, then you multiply over 5, then you multiply by the LCM, which is equal to 20. Is equal now to 1 over 2, then you multiply by the LCM of the denominators, which is equal to 20. Now, if that is the case, now by 4, 1, by 4, 5. Now you have 5 in bracket x plus what? 1. Now by 5, 1, by 5 here, 4. Now you have negative 4 in brackets 2x minus 3. Then by 2, 1, by 2, 10. Now you have this equal to what? 10. Now it is already an equation with no fraction. An equation with no fraction is very simple for us to solve it. Now, what next here? You open the brackets. Now, 5 times x, you get 5 what? 5x. Then 5 times 1, you get positive 5. Now, negative 4 times 2, you get negative 8x. Now, negative 4 times negative 3, you get positive what? 12. Why? Because negative times negative is what? Positive. Now, what next here? We collect the like terms. Now, we have 5x minus 80x. Positive 5, positive what? 12 is equal to 10 now. These are like terms. We have 5 minus x. Now, it's negative what? 3x. Now, plus 17 is equal to what? To 10. Taking this to the other side here, then negative 3x is equal to 10 minus what? 17. Are we together? Now, if that is the case, now you have negative 3x is equal to negative what? 7. We are looking for a value of x. Now we divide it by negative 3, we divide it by negative 3. Now x is equal to 7 divided negative 7, negative 3. We get 7 over 40. Are we together? Now, the other question here is 7 over x is equal to 3 over x minus 1. If you find, this is example number 3. If you find an equation of such kind of the thing like this one, such kind of the way like this one, you cross multiply. The same that you would have found, you would have done, you would have found the way that you would have got the LCM of x and x minus 1. But crossing multiplication, this means that this time this one, this time this one. Now 7 in bracket x minus 1 is equal to x times 3 is equal to 3 what? 3x. Open in the bracket, now we have 7x minus 7 minus 7, not 1. 7 times 7, 7 times 1, which is equal to 3 what? 3x. Now here, taking this to the other side and this to the other side. Now this is 7x minus 3x is equal, now this was negative, becomes what? Positive. Now here it is what? 4. It is 4 what? 4x is equal to 7. Now we divide by 4, we divide it by 4. Now x is equal to 7 over 4. That's how we find it. Or even if you're tafuta the value of x. Like in all, you find the LCM of the denominator so as you can get the expression or the equations with no fractions. Are we together? Example number 4. We have 3x plus 2 over 4 is equal to x over 3 plus 5. Now, the LCM of the denominators, we have 4 and 3. The LCM of 4 and 3 is what? 12. Now, here we multiply it by 12. Here also we multiply it by 12. Also here we multiply by what? 12. Then, by 4, here it is what? Now 3, then you have 3x plus 2 is equal now by 3 here 4. Now it's equal to 4x. 4 times x, then plus 5 times 12 is equal to what? 60. Are we together? Open the bracket. 9x plus 6 is equal to 4x plus what? 60. Now take it to the other side. Now 9x minus 4x is equal now to 60 minus 6. Now here it is what? 5x is equal to 54. Divide by 5, divide it by 5. Now x is equal to 54 over 5. This is the value of x. For all in all, you have to multiply by the LCM of the denominator, so as you can get it. The equations which have got no fractions, Now example number 5, we have 3 over x minus 4 is equal to 2, then 2x minus 1. Now you cross multiply. Then you have 2 in bracket x minus 4 is equal now to 3 in bracket 2x minus 1. Then open the bracket, this time this one, you get 2x minus 8 is equal now to 6x minus what? 3. Collect the like terms. Now you have 2x. This is positive becomes negative 6x. This is negative now is equal to negative 3. Positive what? 8. Why I have written here negative? Because negative is still there. You understand? Yeah. Now this is negative 4x is equal now to positive 5. We divide it by negative 4. We divide it by negative 4. Now x is equal to positive divided by negative, negative 5 over 4. So this is an answer. Are you together? Now, question number 6. We have x over 4 plus x over 4 is equal to 3. The LCM of 4 and 4 is 4. Is it so? Yes. Now we multiply here by 4. We multiply here by 4. We multiply here by 4. Means we multiply by the LCM both sides at every term. Now 4 by 4 you remain with x. 4 by 4 you remain with x. 3 by 4 is equal to what? 12. Now you have 2x is equal to 12. We are looking for the value of x. Now we need to divide it by 2. We need to divide it by 2. Now x is equal to what? 6. Example number 7. Question number 7, it is x over 2 minus x over 3 is equal to 1 over 4. The LCM of 2, 3, and 4 is 12. Now, that is to say, now x over 2 times 12. X over 3 times 12. X of 1 over 4 times 12. Then we simplify here by 6. Now 6 times x we get 6 what? X. Here by here it is 4. 4 times x we get 4x. Now 4 by 12 is what? 3. 1 times 3 you get what? 3. Now 6 minus 4x, which is equal to what? 2x. Now it's equal to what? To 3. We are looking for the value of x. Now divide by 2. Divide it by what? By 2. Now x is equal to 3 over. Now the other example, question number 8. It is x over 5 plus x plus what? 2 over 2, which is equal to what? 1. The LCM of 5 and 2, 10. The LCM of 5 and 2. You multiply here by 10. Here you multiply here by 10. Here you multiply by 10. Now it is 10x over 5. Now plus, you can simplify this one. 5 in bracket x plus what? Plus 2 is equal to 1 times 10 is equal to what? 10. 10. Now let us simplify here. You get 2 what? Now 2x, let us open the bracket here. 5 times x, you get 5 what? 5x. Now 5 plus 2, you get 5 times 2. You get what? 10. Which is equal now to what? 10. Now this plus this one, you get 7x plus 10 is equal now to 10. This is the positive, becomes negative. Then you have 7x is equal to 10 minus 10, which now is equal to what? To 0. Now 7x is equal to 0. Now divide by 7, divide by 7. 0 divided by any number is what? 0. 0 divided by any number is what? 0. Question number 9. 2x minus 1 over 6 minus 2x over 5 is equal to 1 over 2. Now, the LCM of 6, 5, and 2 is 30. You understand? Now, that is to say 2x minus 1 in bracket over 6 times 30 minus 2x over 5 times 30, which is equal to 1 over 2 times 30. Because we have to multiply each term, both sides, by the LCM of the denominators. And that's why now here we can simplify. By 6, 1. By 6, what? 5. Now we have 5 in bracket, 2x minus 1. Is equal now 5, 1. Here, 6. Now 6 times 12 you get negative. 6 times 2 you get 12. X negative. Is equal, by 2, 1 here it is what? 15. Now is equal to what? 15. Now, if that is the case now, let us open the bracket. We have to open the bracket here. We get 5 times 2x, we get what? 10x minus 5 minus what? 12x is equal to 15. Collect the like terms. Now, this is the number with no letter. You take it to the other side. Now, you remain with 10x, negative 12x is equal to 15. Negative becomes what? Positive 5. Now, this is positive 10, negative 12. Now, an answer is negative 2 x is equal to 15, 5, which is equal to 20. Now, we are looking for the value of x. If now we are looking for the value of x, what next? We have to divide it by negative 2 both sides. Negative what? 2. Now, x is equal to 20 divided by negative 2, which is equal to negative what? 10. Now, the value of x is equal to negative 10. Example number 10. Example number 10. X plus 1 over 2 minus x minus 3 over 7 is equal to 5. Example number 10. The LCM is what? 14. The LCM is 14. Now x plus 1 over 2. Then you multiply by what? 14. Now x minus 3 over 7. Then you multiply by 14 is equal to 5 times 14. Now here it is what? 7. Now you have 7 in bracket x plus 1. Then minus this one. It is what? 2. 2 in bracket x minus what? 3 is equal to what? 7. Now open the bracket. 7 times x is 7 what? X. Plus 7 times 1? 7. Minus 2 what? 2x. Negative 2 times 3 you get positive what? 6. Which is equal now to 7. Now it is 7x plus minus 2x because we are collecting the like terms. Now plus 7 plus 6 is equal to 7. Now here you have 5x plus 13 is equal to 7. Now this is 5x is equal now to 70 minus 13 because I've taken this to the other side. Now 5x is equal to now 7. Here 6 it is 57. Now we divide by 5. We divide by 5. Now x is equal to 57 over 5. This is what we've been taught to find out. You have to understand. Now 11. It is 2x plus 1 over 4 is equal to x minus 4 over 5. Here you can whether cross multiplication or find the LCM of 5 and 4. By finding the LCM of 5 and 4 you get 20. Then you multiply by 20 here. You multiply by 20 both sides. By 20 both sides. Now by 4, 5 here. Then you get 5 in bracket 2x plus 1 is equal now 5, 1, 5, it is what? 4. Now 4 out of the bracket, then x minus 4 in brackets. Then open the bracket. Now this is 10x, then plus 5 is equal to 4x, then minus what is 16. If that's the case now, you take this to the other side. Now you have 10x minus 4x. This is taken to the other side, then is equal to negative 16, negative what? 5. Why? This was positive, becomes negative. This was positive, becomes negative. But negative 16 is still there, because we have not taken it to the other side. Now, here you have 6x is equal to negative 16, negative 5. You get negative 20 what? 21. Because all these are negatives. Now, you divide by 6 to divide by 6. Now, x is equal to negative 21 over 6. We can simplify, because this can be simplified. 1 by 3 here, 2. By 3 here, 7. Now, an answer is negative 7 over 2. This is what we've been looking for. Now, the other question, question number 12. It is 5 over x minus 2 is equal now to 1, then it is 3x plus what? Plus 4. Closing multiplication. This means what? 1 in bracket x minus 2 is equal now to 5 in bracket 3x plus what? Plus 4. If that is the case, let us open the bracket. This and this one you get x minus 2 what? Minus 2. 5 times 3x we get 15 what? X plus what? 20. Because this and this one is 20. Now collecting the like terms, this is 15x. Though it is not a principle that you must always take the number with letter to the left hand side of the equation. No, that's not a principle. It is not about it. It has been a habit, but it is not a principle that you must take the number with letter to the left hand side of the equation. No. Now you can also take number with letter to the right hand side of the equation. Let us see. This is 20. Now negative 2, negative 20. Is equal now to 15x. Taking this to the other side becomes negative what? X. Now, this is negative 22 is equal now to 15x minus x. You get what? 14x. We divide by 14, we divide it by 14. Now, x is equal now to 22 over 14. You can simplify, which by 2 here negative 11, by 2 here it is what? 7. You can rearrange your number by only changing, which is equal to negative 11 over 7. So you have to understand, it is not a principle that the numbers with letters must be taken to the left hand side of the equation. No. It is a habit that we must use this one. We have developed the habit of taking the number with letters to the left hand side of the equation. But it is not must. It is not a principle that the numbers with letters must be taken to the left-hand side of the equation. No, this is not a principle. Our principle is understanding how you can deal with integers. And some of the people say you take the number which is have got greater value, the number which have got less value, follow the number which have got greater value. That is not a principle. Our principle is understanding an integer. Now, example number 13. It is 6 over 5 minus 3 over 2x is equal now to 0. You understand? Yes. For this question, you take this number to the other side. Do you understand? Then it becomes 6 over 5 is equal to 0 positive 3 over 2x. Put 0 man means it is nothing. Do you understand? Yes. Then you remain with this number. 6 over 5 is equal to 3 over 2x, then you close multiply. Then it is 6 in bracket 2 what? X is equal now to 3 times what? 5. This and this one, this and this one. Then here you have 12x is equal now to 15. You divide by 12, you divide it by 12. Now x is equal to 15 over 12. Let us simplify. By 3 here, 4. By 3 here, 5. Now x is equal to 5 over 4. This is the value of x. Are you together? Now example number 14. Example number 14. It is 2x minus 3 over 4 plus 2 is equal now to x plus 1 over 4. Also here, what you need to do is to find the LCM of the denominators. It's 4 and 4. Now the LCM is 4. Now means here you multiply by 4. Here also by 4. Here also by 4. Now this by this one, you get 2x minus 3 then plus 8 is equal this by this one. X plus 1. Because we have cancelled this 4 and 4. Is this so? Now let us collect the like terms. Now we have negative 3, we have positive 8. Now it is 2x positive what? 5. Cause positive negative 3 positive 8. Now positive I've got the greater, I've got the number which I've got greater than. Now answer with positive, the difference between the two numbers. Now which is equal to x plus what? 1. If that is the case, take this and take this to the side. Now you have 2x, this is positive, minus what? X is equal to 1. This is positive, becomes negative what? 5. Now here you have x is equal to 1 minus 5 is what? Negative 4. Now an answer is equal to negative 4. That's all. Are you together? Question number 15. It is 2x over 5 minus 1 over 2 is equal to 3 plus x over 4. Now, the LCM of 5, 2, and 4. The LCM of 5, 2, and 4. Now, the LCM is 20. Now, we multiply it is 2x over 5 multiplied by 20. Minus 1 over 2 multiplied by 20 is equal to 3 multiplied by 20. Plus x over 4 multiplied by 20. You see? Now let us simplify. Here it is what? 4. 4 times 2x we get what? 8x. Now let us simplify here what? 10 minus 10 is equal to 3 times 20 which is equal to what? 60. Now here it is what? 4. No. 5. Now 5 times x you get what? 5x. After there we find, now we collect the like terms. Now this is 5x. Now it becomes 8x minus 5x. Why is it minus? Because here it was positive. Now which is equal to 60. Then plus what? 10. Now here it is what? 3x is equal to 70. Now we divide by 3. We divide it by 3. Now x is equal to 70 over 3. This is the value of x. Example number 16. It is 4x plus, now x plus 7 over 2 is equal to 1 over 1 over 6. Now over 1. LCM of 1, 2, and 6. Is it 6? Or you can use 12 multiplied by this one. But all in all we say LCM of 2 and 6 is 6. Now 4x times 6 plus, now it is x plus 7 over 2, you multiply it by what? By 6 is equal to 1 over 6 by 6. Then here it is 24x, then by 2 here it is 3. Now plus 3 in bracket x plus what? 7, which is equal by 3 here it is what? 1. Now open the bracket, we have 24x. Then this and this one, 3 what? 3x. This and this one it is 21, which is equal to 1. Now collecting the like terms. Now this one, 24 plus 3 you get 27x plus 21 is equal to 1. Are we together?
Yes.
Then a problem? No problem. Now we have 27 is equal now to 1 minus 20. 1. Is it so? 27x. Now what next? We have 27x is equal to negative what? 20. We are looking for the value of x. Now we divide by 27. here we divide by 27. Now x is equal to negative 20 over 27. This is how we have done. All in all, when solving an algebraic equation, I've said since I started with this one, involving fraction, you have to multiply the numbers every term by the LCM that you have got, the LCM of the denominators. Both times. Maana yake upande wote na upande wote unazidisha kwa KDS ya zile namba za chini. Kwa hiyo unatafuta KDS ya zile namba za chini, kisha hilo KDS unazidisha kwa namba zote. Maana yake upande wa kulia na upande wa kushoto unazidisha kwa KDS. Kwa nini? Ili kuondoa ile sehemu. Ukishaondoa sehemu sasa, it become easy for you to solve an equation. Example number 17. Example 17 into 3 over x plus 6 is equal to 2 over x minus 5. Now you cross multiply. Then that is to say 3, then x minus 5 is equal to 2, then x plus what? 6. Then you open the bracket, you have 3x minus 15 is equal. Now is equal to, now you open the bracket. We open the bracket, now it is 3x minus 15 is equal now to 2x, then plus 12. Now, collecting the like terms. Now 3x, then this minus 2x is equal to 12. Then this is negative, becomes positive 15. Then here, it is x is equal now to 27. Now the value of x is equal to 27. So this is all about algebraic equations within fractions. Now, all in all, when dealing with algebra, if you find it have got fractions, you make sure that you multiply by the LCM of the denominator, both sides, to every term, so as you can remove those fractions. And when you remove those fractions, it becomes easy for you to solve an equation. But all in all, you have to understand the principles of integers on how to deal with it. Now, this is the end of algebraic equation with the one unknown letters, with one unknown variable. We were dealing with algebra with one unknown variable. Manake algebra equation moja with single unknown variable. But next time we can deal with algebra with two unknown. Means two equations with two unknown. You find x and y at the same point to solve them. And we used to solve this according to simultaneous equation. So see you next time until we meet for the next period. Thank you.